Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. All right. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, all right? Okay, we have the Nine of Wands energy, all right? So with the Nine of Wands energy, I am seeing here that there is, a group of people watching you in a certain state of being, right? They watching you in this Nine of Wands energy. It's like they watching you and not believing what they're seeing as they're watching you, as you're being observed, right? It's like these are people that are watching you and they feel like something's wrong with you because of who you are. It's like they feel like there's no way you are who you are, or you are real, or you are really who you are. Like they don't believe your identity. It's like they feel like something is off because they're watching you be you, and however way that is going is blowing their mind. It's like your identity is blowing this group of people's mind, right? We have the Seven of Wands reversed, and in ways that they too can't control. It's like they're just completely mind blown. It's like every perception they've had of you, you've just proved them wrong, proved them wrong, proved them wrong, proved them wrong. Every time, right? It's crazy. We have the Knights of Pentacles, and it's a progressive energy over time. It's like you are literally every day, by you being you, proving so many people wrong. This group of people here, they just can't believe it. They just can't believe what they're seeing. It's not making sense. It's not making sense. You literally have people that, they want you to go through something, and they're, as a collective, as a conglomerate, a collaboration, as this group, they're actively trying to put you in a specific position that you're not getting into. Like it's not working on you, what they're trying to do. We have Sagittarius energy, we have Aries energy, we have Taurus energy, we have Virgo energy, and we have Capricorn energy here. It's like something was meant to happen to you a long time ago with this Knight of Pentacles. Like, the reason for this mind-blown energy that they're in, this mind-blown state of being that they're in, you have no idea how hard this group of people have worked to stand against you, and it's pissing them off that you're still standing. Something was meant to work on you, and like they take it from there, I guess, right? We have the Page of Pentacles reversed, but they're not seeing no results. They watching you, observing you, and they're not seeing any results from what they're watching and observing from you. It's like, man, something ain't right about this person. It's like, how is it that nothing is working on them? How is it? Like, they literally tripping out amongst themselves. They tweaking out amongst themselves because they know they've come together with the aim to stand against you. And it's just like you keep dodging bullets. Like, you keep dodging what they're doing. You keep literally dodging it. It's like now they're done, trying to put you in a certain position. Now it's like, okay, what else can be done? Because they're not seeing any results from what they've been trying to do. These are enemies, all right? Your enemies, we have the Four of Wands, and they're literally grouping together against you. They're forming collaborative aim against you, all right? They gather and meet in order to do this with the Four of Wands energy. There's a specific environment they gather at to hold this meeting, to converse about the observations they're making with regards to you, what they're watching. It's blowing their mind, literally, like you have no idea. Like, this is something that they too just can't. It's just like, nah, like, it's like they out of plans. It's like, by now, something, it was meant to happen. And it's kind of like, it's like you're becoming a burden to these people's lives. You're becoming a heavy load. You're becoming just this, like you're not you're not moving, you're not budging, nothing's happening to you. And it's kind of like, man, we've done everything to put this person in the Ten of Wands. How is it that they're not in the Ten of Wands energy? How is it that they're not burdened? How is it they're not falling? How is it that they're standing? How is it that they're not crawling, bowing? How is it that they're not out of it? How is it they're not gone? Like, it's weird. It's like they want your head. I want them gone. I want her gone. I want him gone. This is the energy of all of these people. They're all in that state of being. It's weird. It's like literally as they're observing and watching, within them, there's this unsettling emotion and thought that follows them. They ponder every day on what it means for you to not be affected by what they're doing. It's like they're trying to gather themselves and process what it means. You still standing. And what that means for them and what they've done to ensure that you're not standing, but you are still standing. Yeah, it's like they worried that you are still standing because something was meant to happen to you already. And they're trying to figure out, how is it that nothing is working? These are people that are wishing they would have just left you alone or let you be. Because now they're looking at you as some form of insurmountable situation or person. Someone that they just, man, like, damn, like now it's like my life is burning, or my heart's heavy, or my thoughts are heavy. Like you're just bothering them. Their spirit is unsettled. It's just so much going on, right? It's just a lot, man. It really is. But they should have left you alone. It would have really, none of this, it would have, you wouldn't even care about these people. That's the thing. They really care entirely too much about your identity. It's like they really stepped out of their reality into yours. Yeah, man. These are serious enemies. Like you have no idea, do you? These are like giants of enemies. These are your ultimate enemies, right? It's like, oh, this family coming together with this ex-friend or ex-lover or this whoever, and everyone is just on the same agenda. They meeting for the same aim. They want you in a specific position, and they trying to figure out, strategize, plan, plot, scheme, ways, tactics to ensure that you're in a specific position. And they've continuously tried to put you in this position, continuously, like so many efforts and attempts here. But now it's like it's over and done with. It can't be undone. They know they have no clue how to get rid of you or how to put you in a specific position. They know that. So what they're trying to do right now is have a way forward for the both of you, meaning you and this group of people, right? They're trying to figure out a way to leave you alone, but also get what they want. It's like they want you to meet them halfway. Like, meet us halfway. So we have the Six of Swords energy. With the Six of Swords energy, I am seeing here that, your day-to-day basis life consists of an entirely different reality than these people. These are people that they every day consist of a routine of this gathering and meeting up. They do this every day. They strategize, plan, plot, scheme every day against you. It's a routine. And it's been for a while, like a long time now. And that's the problem, because it's like they're getting nowhere with it. And now, because that's the truth of the situation, they've gotten so desperate that they've begun to do things that are unspeakable even amongst themselves. It's like they can't even look at one another with the things that they're doing in order to put you in a specific position or just have you gone in a specific way. It's not working. It's like you keep being you in the way you do it. They are unable to have access to you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. There's just no way. Absolutely no way. They try, I mean, those attempts, we can give an A for effort, right? We can say, you did try. So, but this is definitely different people who are coming together for the same reason, the same motive, the same aim, the same strategy, the same plan, the same plot, the same scheme. It's like you are being heavily targeted by your enemies at this time. And it's been like that. That's the thing here. But now there's a shift. It goes from we don't know what to do to this pattern of events, right? We have the Knights of Swords. This pattern of events that has to do with you entirely, completely, just you. So don't forget, it's like, okay, now, okay, what do? We don't know what to do. What do we do? This is not working. Like, what how are we gonna move forward? And there are these pattern of events that are going to begin to transpire in each of these individuals' lives. Each of these individuals are experiencing what we call, it's like your ancestors are going to each of them individually. So you have an ancestor that is avenging you individually. It's like, oh, your ancestors are going to that one because they said this and acted like this and did this in this group, and this one did this and said, like, everyone is going to individually pay. The ancestors are literally going to make sure of it. People are going to start doing things like falling asleep at the wheel. Like, now you're asleep at the wheel and you were driving, but you are like literally asleep and you can't get up. Or a nightmare where you have to constantly wake up from the same dream 3 times before you actually wake up in reality. Or things just move in the house with no explanation, paranormal activity energy. Or things just fall apart. Nothing works. This is malfunctioning. That is not going right. It's like your ancestors are upset, to say the least, because these giants are really small to them, yes. But in the physical, they're trying to be giants to you because of the position they think they have and the supposed authority and power that comes with it. This is insane. Like, what I'm seeing here. It's like, what's further just blowing their mind is the fact that it's the way you are still standing. There's people that go through things and you can see that, they're going through things. There's people that go through things and you have no clue because of how they carry the things they go through. The way you are carrying yourself, you have no idea how you're shattering their heart. It's like, watching you is like, they don't want to see. But they have to. I mean, they've been watching, right? I mean, they've been observing, right? It's been a game, right? The ancestors are going to take control of the situation in ways that they won't be able to control. And this supposed authority they had and power and control is going to be something like, a memory. It's going to be like, damn, once upon a time energy. Yeah. It's like they want to be on your side now that they can't beat you. And they see nothing more than fear. It's like they're scared. They're so scared. These weapons they formed, it's like, it's things that they just can't ignore. It's like, damn, like, we did this, we did that. We got this one involved. Like, there's a whole thing going on here in your life. Like, this is it's just like, it's giving, okay, I'm seeing a prophetic vision of this movie. And in this movie, there was this professor who was skilled in his brain, right? He was a smart thinker, advanced thinker. He had high IQ. He conjured up a plan, a plot, a scheme, a strategy, and aimed to have this heist, right? And he brought the people that he was going to construct this with, right? He sat them down. Literally, they had to go to a specific designated area, like it was isolated, and they had to be there and sit and literally be told, we do this, we go here, we say this, we act like that. Hey, guys, hey, this is hectic, This is what we've come to. Damn. Okay, so coming back to the generalization of this message, it's the same energy where these people, this is not just like, this is not small, beloved. This is an ongoing plan that was like supposedly well crafted and, put together. No way. This is insane. It's like God is literally getting you out of so many things you have and that's what I'm saying, like, the reason your ancestors, right, the reason they're so pissed and so angry and mad and upset is because you didn't do anything to these people. You didn't do anything to deserve this. Like, there's nothing. If these people just left you alone, like, your life means, it's like them being in your life means nothing to you. Like, you could have gone your whole life without their presence. The problem is they want your life in a specific way. Okay? It's like they want, man, you ain't supposed to be scared that someone is targeting your life. They should be the ones scared because they have no idea who you walk with. They have no idea what level of spiritual covering you have. It's a joke until it's not. Right? To sit and actively observe and watch someone in hopes for their life to go a specific way. It's like, yeah, today we're doing this, tomorrow, like, until it just like, it gets to a point where God is like, now let me plan. I see the enemy as plan. Now let me initiate my own plan. Now let me also be a strategist. Let me also step into the energy of plotting and scheming and see who bow. And they're bowing. Yeah. And they'll continue to do so every single day of their life. We have the fool. Whilst they're forced to leave you alone because there's nothing they can do to you. And they'll live with that forever till eternity. Okay? This is about money. It's reminding me, I'm seeing a prophetic vision. There's this woman who killed her whole family because each of their life consisted of a life insurance policy. Oof. We live in certain times here, and we have to remain protected, and our ancestors will ensure that everything around us goes in our favor when we do right by life. Like, not going into another person's reality and coming together with their enemies to ensure of their downfall. It's like, if y'all have to come together like this for me to fall, that must say a whole lot about who the fuck I am. That must say a whole damn lot that you're all here in hopes to bring little old me to a certain position. Damn. Right? You're a specific somebody here. The fact that they can't do anything to you and they've tried everything, it says a lot. This has to do with money. And you have some form of money tied to you, whether you have access to it or you don't, or you can produce it. It's like there's just money tied to your identity. However way, the life insurance policy for the family was just an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example, right? But this is about Ten of Pentacles. This is about moolah. This is about money, right? It's weird, but we have the Page of Wands, and it's like, you know how people do anything for money? Anything. That's the thing. Money is slavery. Like, you can own anything, anyone with money. You can. Like, it's like, I'll give you this. Just go do that. Or go say that. Or go be there. You know? And then that person that took it, their ancestors are like, how are you going to have of your own? Or how is going to work for you, right? The money. How is it going to work for you? It's like these people do really questionable things. And because in the physical, they don't actually see their own ancestors in disappointment as they're looking at them, doesn't mean in spirit they're not being shamed. Their ancestors are embarrassed for their behavior because of who you are. There's a reason you're protected or your life is protected, and they'll continuously be proven wrong as they see you be protected. You're clothed. You're one of those people whose life is not meant to be taken by a human. God will cause a natural disaster. God will take you. You're not gonna, like, what? Like, come on. We have the Queen of Swords. Like, these people are starting to only realize the doom that's pending for them now. There's a reason they're trying to figure out why it's not working on you. Why nothing is working on you. Like, they're deeply gathering, deeply in worry, concern, panic, anxiety, stressed. Trying to talk about, like, man, what can we do at this point? So them trying to leave you alone, but simultaneously getting to a specific point with you, like, it's basically them saying, okay, it's like these group of people are so imaginative. We must give them that, because they are just saying, okay, I'm going to, we're going to now try and align ourselves with a specific result and outcome. But we need this person to comply. They need you to comply. They have this ultimatum. It's like they have this, it's like an example, an analogy, a reference point, a case study. Let's take family members, right, who are after you, right? Or after, let's say, for example, there's family members after a specific person because tied to that person's identity is something that they need. And, for example, money. And they literally are so willing to take that let's say they're willing to take your life or take that person's life themselves, but there is no way to actually do it. Like, they literally can't do it. Like, there's the way life is protecting you right now is because of God's covering. The way your life is going, and every single day that you rise and you do you, and you remain in your body, your heart, and your spirit, and you remain in faith and trust that the Most High God is taking you to where God is taking you. The trust and faith that remains in you is the reason you'll get to where you need to be. And it shatters the enemy's heart as they watch you consecutively, daily apply pressure, step on necks. You piss them off. You really do. Oh, you piss them off. But you know what? Who cares? I mean, no, you're not about to be anyone's sacrifice. I don't know what people think this is. So you are living for them, basically. It's like all of this life that you've lived for them. We have the strength. And the thing about it is, it's very easy, to believe your own things. It's very easy to think, I have this figured out. I know this. I know that, until life shows you and proves to you with what you are being shown that there's nothing like that. right? And the other thing about it is, because of that truth, it's like right now you are already weighing heavy on these people mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Like you're becoming this dark cloud to them because they know what they've been trying to do to you, and it's weighing them down. And it's gonna be worse because the ancestors are gonna have their turn. As they have watched them do them, they're gonna do them too. As they've watched, the ancestors have watched this person, and generally just these group of people, they've watched. And they're like, you know what? We're gonna produce this big bang. We're gonna make this big bang. And we're gonna make shit shake. We're gonna ensure that when they think of her, when they think of him, like your ancestors want to ensure that the next time the enemy thinks of you, their mind takes them nowhere but to repent. You're meant to make them shake. Don't you understand why you hear? You hear as a glitch in the matrix every single time. God will use you every single time to prove points to different people for various reasons. And no matter how much of giants they perceive themselves to be, God will turn them into your bitches. We have strength. God will give you the power. Like you always win. You understand? No matter how things seem to be. No matter if there's a crossroads right now of, I have lack of this, I don't understand that, I don't da-da-da. God will fill up your reality and ensure you have plenty. Just get there to your plenty. Get there to your thy kingdom come. And those that want your life to not be lived by you will have to watch you live it as karma. Can I get an amen in the mighty name of Jesus? I'm being called to end this message here. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those who are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly, and you can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.